Hey folks, welcome to RV Fix. Today we're going to take a real quick look at a super simple test tool, and we'll get started right away. Okay guys, so I wanted to show you this little tool that I've got. Very simple little 12 voltmeter. I don't know how high it will actually go, but it has the USB chargers on both sides of it. I picked this up off of eBay. I know that the auto parts stores has things that are similar, but it just plugs into the cigarette lighter and gives you digital voltage coming out of your battery. And it's great for troubleshooting. In your car, when you're driving down the road, you can tell if your alternator's working. If you turn your headlights on and off, if the voltage drops significantly and continues to drop, your alternator is no longer working. It's a lot more sensitive than the gauge on the dashboard. I would say probably some of the newer cars may have a digital output, but mine does not. But anyway, we can move this into the RV and do the same thing, and we can monitor the batteries. If you're boondocking out, not using 120 volts, you can keep track of your voltage, and I'll take you into the RV later. But I just wanted to show you this, and it's really nice. Simple, quick way to check your alternator with this. In your car, we're at rest right now. I'm going to start the truck up. And as the alternator kicks in, the voltage will go beyond where it was at rest. And you know, there it goes. So that tells you that your alternator is charging. Now we can do the same thing in the camper with your converter that takes 120 volts and changes it into 12 volts. So we're going to go in and we're going to look at a few other things, and then we'll get to troubleshooting to see whether your converter is working and managing your batteries. Okay, here we are at the front of my rig, where I've got my battery bank with 4 wet cell batteries hooked in parallel. And I've installed a cigarette lighter up here to help out with things like pumping up tires and that. But look what I can do with it. I can put in my little $5, $10 voltmeter and see what's going on with the batteries here. Now, the rig has a converter, and I have that turned off right now. And I'm going to go ahead and turn that back on and prove to you that you'll be able to see whether that is working or not. Instantly I get more voltage on the batteries because that's a charging voltage. So with that, you know that your converter is working and your batteries are getting charged. To just give you a little bit more of a preview of what I have in my rig, and I use my rig for boondocking from time to time. So I have a 60 amp smart charger that I took out of my last rig before I sold it, and I have kept that. So what it now is doing is just acting as a glorified battery charger to my big battery bank. It's 60 amp, which is a lot more than most of the battery chargers you can buy today. So I'm charging each one of these cells at 15 amps, which is a really good rate of charge. I prefer not to charge them that hard, but it works really, really well when you're boondocking. I can fire up a generator for a couple of hours, and I can bring up my battery bank and have plenty of battery power. Alright guys, time for that weekend saving tip. If your converter dies and your battery in your rig has gone almost dead or completely dead, there's a way to save it. If you've got a 12 volt battery charger, this will do the same thing as the converter. This one is a 10 amp regular charge, so it's going to be a lot less than my 60 amp converter, but it's certainly going to make a difference over the day. Maybe while you're gone or something like that, you can charge your batteries back up and you can have your heat at night or your lights. Now, this isn't going to go up as fast as it did with the converter that I've got mounted on the rig, but it will go up. There we go. So that's a way to save a weekend. One other little tidbit about this voltmeter: any 12 volt outlet in your rig, you can plug this in. I leave mine plugged into the bedroom right next to my bed so that I can watch what the voltage is doing when we're boondocking. It really is nice, and it's so easy, you can't mess it up. You plug it in, you read the numbers. So there we have it, folks. A couple of tricks to maybe teach you a little bit about the 12 volt batteries and how they're working in your rig, and maybe a way around having a bad weekend if your converter dies. I hope you liked my content. If you did, please hit subscribe and like, and even hit the bell, and that'll let you know when I put new videos on. So thanks a lot for watching. Take care.